How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So winter break is officially done. It was really short. It only lasted for 2 weeks. And now we're moving on to the pulmonology, cardio, and renal block. And so I believe the next 4 weeks is pulmonary, and then we have cardio and renal after that. I'm not really too sure what the breakdown is, but let me show you guys what I've done so far. So I've started the pulmonary videos on Boards and Beyond, and I kind of got up to ventilation and perfusion for the physiology, and then I kind of jumped down to pathology just because I thought it was more interesting. But I figured, you know, eventually all the videos and the Anki cards will get done, and on my second watch through, I'll just watch it in order. When winter break started, I told myself that I was going to finish all the Boards and Beyond videos for pulmonary before the break ended, and that obviously didn't happen. I ended up just wanting to take a lot more downtime. I got Chewy, and so I was kind of just enjoying the break, which is not a big deal. It's only the first day of the block, and I've already finished, you know, all those Boards and Beyond videos that I showed you guys. And so the goal for today is to finish about 5 more videos, and then I'll try to finish up boards by the end of tomorrow. If not, then I'll just finish on Wednesday, and that still puts me pretty ahead for the block. But for now, we're going to make some food, and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. You enjoying your takeout, Chewy? Is it yummy?
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
gosh. What have you done?
Hey, it was fine.
It's still pretty clean. So a lot of our goals going to the new year are pretty much the same as the things that we had set last semester. Basically, eating at home as often as possible, exercising every single day. And so today we are going to make some scrambled eggs with spinach and these vegetarian patty things and toast. So Ab's just informed me that she doesn't need me to help her cook.
I was like, please get out.
I was like, what can I do? And she's like, nothing. I'm like, huh? She's like, I don't need your help. I'm like, what? She's
I don't
like,
need you telling me what to do.
she's like, I want complete control. I don't need help cooking eggs. So I'm gonna go watch a Boards and Beyond video, or maybe I'll play with Chewy. I just got kicked out of my own kitchen. I literally just watched Chewy go into his crate and close the door behind him. I'm not even kidding. He literally just like walked in the crate and like put his mouth on the door thing and then closed it. Look at him.
That's kind of sad.
Chewy, I want you to know that this is a choice that you made. You were not locked in there. We did not put you in there. Looks yummy. Glad I could help by staying out of your way.
Thank you.
So if anyone's curious, these are the hot and spicy sausage patties that we're using. They are veggie or plant-based, which is pretty cool, and they taste really good.
Getting the aesthetic shot.
Super aesthetic.
So what you see here is some scrambled eggs with spinach, minced garlic, red pepper flakes, and just regular black pepper. And then these are meatless patties from Morning Star, and these are actually their hot and spicy ones, which we haven't tried, so they should be good. And then this is from my dad. He actually gave it to us for Christmas, and he's in Chicago, so I love Chicago. That's all.
Oh my gosh.
You should also know that there is an enzyme inside the tuberculosis bacteria called CatG-encoded catalase peroxidase, and it converts...
Bust out the coffee because I started to get sleepy. I think Chewy was a little sleepy too. He just woke up from a nap. What's up, buddy? You're inspecting the kitchen, making sure everything's okay? Ah, dang it. All right, here's the progress. I managed to finish all the pathology videos in the pulmonary section of Boards and Beyond. And so tomorrow and Wednesday, I'm gonna try to get these last 7 videos done. But one of the hardest things about watching new Boards and Beyond videos and unlocking the new cards is just how many Anki cards you have to do. So I did over 1,200 Anki cards today, and tomorrow is gonna be not too fun where I have over 800 cards due. But for the rest of the night, I'm just gonna take it easy. It's one of my friends' birthdays today, so I'm gonna just hop on Discord and play video games with them. And maybe I'll read some first aid between rounds. But besides that, I don't think I'm gonna do too much studying. You feeling sleepy? Yeah, I feel that. You're a good boy. Good boy, Chewy. Wow. This looks delicious. So this was just regular ramen to start with?
Yeah, so I used packaged ramen, but I didn't use like any of the seasoning or anything. I just used the ramen noodles.
And then you just added some veggies and egg and sriracha, green onion.
It might be a little spicy for you, but...
No, it looks delicious.
Help!
Good afternoon, everyone. So I've basically been spending my entire morning doing Anki cards. Like I said yesterday, there was just a ton of new cards, so it took me forever this morning to do. But I'm about to hop on to our new PBL group session with our new group and our new preceptor, which should be pretty fun. I like the people in my group, so I think it'll be a good 8 weeks. And I've got some breakfast since I still haven't eaten yet today. And yeah, I'll catch up with you guys after. All right, so I just got out of PBL and the session ended actually really fast. It's only been like an hour and a half, which is nice. Our case was about this 18-year-old female who came in with right lower quadri-abdominal pain, and so our highest differential is appendicitis, although we're in the respiratory block, so like, you know, it looks a lot like appendicitis, but at the same time it's like, is it appendicitis? Like, we're in pulmonology, like, you know, why would it be a GI issue? But then, you know, it's also concerning for like pregnancy or some sort of ectopic pregnancy. But again, we're very skeptical because we're like in the pulmonology block. Like, why would we get like a GI or a repro PBL session during that block? So, you know, we still have the last half of the case on Thursday, and so that should be fun. But now I have a bunch of extra time. From 4 to 5, I have a meeting, and then from 5 to 6, I have another meeting. So I think right now I'm gonna like make some coffee and then try to watch like another boards video in this gap. And yeah, that's the plan for now.
Chewy was a good boy and took a nap during my entire PBL session.
So I was laying in bed and I heard a super loud sound in the hallway, and I came out here to this, which is really sad. This just fell off the wall, I guess. And this whole entire corner is just busted up. Gotta clean all that up now. And I don't know, I guess maybe the thumbtacks were holding it up, or I guess it just fell out of the frame. Not really too sure, but that's really sad. I really liked how this looked on the wall. All right, guys, so I just got out of 2 meetings. The first one was with Student Affairs, where we basically had our entire class with the faculty just kind of reconvene since we just had the break, and then talk about what we need to do kind of going into this pulmonary, cardio, and renal block. And so that was really helpful. They kind of just laid out how the block's gonna look and kind of their expectations of how things should work, and then, you know, things with COVID and everything. And I just had a second meeting as well with the previous president of FIDE, which is the club that I'm now the new president of. There's like a lot of onboarding and transition stuff that we have to do, and a lot of questions that I have because, you know, taking over a president role is kind of difficult and there's usually a lot going on, and so I had a lot of questions, so that was really helpful. And before that, I actually managed to watch some Boards and Beyond videos. So here is the progress on my past tracker for pulmonology. When it comes to Boards and Beyond, I finished hypoxia down to the pulmonary physical exam, and now I only have these 4 videos left. And so the plan is to watch those 4 videos tomorrow. I should be able to do it. I have a spirometry lab in the morning, and then I have to work on my LI for PBL, which is gonna be on ectopic pregnancy because that was one of our differential diagnoses for today's case. But I should still be able to get through those 4 videos tomorrow. If not, I'm not super stressed about it because I've already done so many of the boards videos and it's only like the second day of the block. And so maybe I'll try to get those 4 videos done tomorrow, but if not, I can kind of spread it out into Thursday as well. So I think I'm at a good pace right now, but right now I'm gonna hop on Discord because my buddy and I kind of want to get a head start on tomorrow's spirometry lab because the modules are available to us. So I'm gonna go do that and I'll catch up with you guys later. Does this graph looks good to you? Sweet. So we ended up finishing all of the labs, which means tomorrow at the actual live lab session, I'll probably just listen in on any of the questions that get asked, because the whole point of tomorrow's session was like for the whole class to do it real time on WebEx. So you can ask questions while you go through it, but we kind of just finished the whole thing. So I'll just use it as a time to like listen to other people's questions, or maybe I'll just like read the textbook and just like review some of the stuff that are in the lab, or maybe I'll just do Anki. But for now, I think I'm just gonna call it a night. I don't think I'm gonna do any more studying. I'm pretty content with what I got done today. Maybe I'll start my LI. I'm not too sure yet.
He's like,
How do you sleep like that? With his arm just stretched upward.
he's so cute. I wanna kiss him.
I don't like him, Mom. Chewy loves it out here.
So Chewy's gotten to the point where if he wants to go poop, he actually will run up to the door and just sit there and wait for one of us to open it, which is awesome. He's only had like 1 accident inside in the past like week, but when it comes to peeing, he still pees inside on the puppy pads, and he's had, you know, more accidents for that. So he's getting there, he's making some progress. All right, so it's almost 10 o'clock, so I have to hop into a WebEx call with the rest of my class to do that spirometry lab, which I did all of last night. And so what we do on these like class sessions is everyone kind of works through the lab on their own, and then there's like a doctor who's kind of like leading it, and then there's like a small discussion, or we can ask questions just like in the chat or out loud. But since I did all of it, it'll just be mainly me sitting in and like listening. And then when everyone's just kind of working, I'll probably just do my Anki cards. And then I'll just listen in on any questions or any discussion that they have. All right, so I just got done with the lab, and the module that we had to work through today was actually different from the ones that my friend and I did last night. So it was good that we thought that we were getting ahead and we went ahead and did them, but it was a totally different one that we had to do today. So it's good that we did them anyway. And so now I need to catch up on Anki. I thought I was gonna have a bunch of time during that to do Anki, but I didn't get to do any of my cards, so I have a bunch to do. And I also have to do my presentation on ectopic pregnancies for PBL, and I wanna review some boards videos and do practice questions around 6. So I have a lot that I want to do today, and I kind of just gotta get started, so I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. So turns out we're gonna dog sit Noya today, so now Chewy and Noya get to play. In case you guys couldn't tell, Chewy's the one who usually likes to like initiate all the play. Noya sometimes does, but right now Noya just wants to probably take a nap or chew on things, and then Chewy's super active. So for lunch today, we made croissant sandwiches with jelly meat, lettuce, pepper, and then we used mustard and mayo. And Abs is using a vegetarian deli meat substitute. And we have salads that we just threw some romaine lettuce, broccoli, bell pepper, onion, and some ranch over the top, just some great value ranch. And we thought it was a little bit too healthy, so we decided to throw some hot Cheetos on the side. Chewy's really living big here. Look at him, whole couch to himself. All of his toys.
He owns the place.
He owns the place.
Summarize, the FEV1 and FEC fall in both obstructive and restrictive diseases, but the FEV1 falls more than the
So Abs decided that she wanted to take one of the Boards and Beyond quizzes after watching that video. So she's giving it a go.
I thought you said it was 0.8. There's no option for 0.8. So it's this one.
I don't know, you tell me. Try it.
Yay!
Nice. Should we assess the damage? Yeah. I mean, this is day 3 of the block. Whatever we get, we can be proud of ourselves for even trying practice questions. I'm guessing 40. Hey, you know what? 48% is really not bad for day 3 of the block. First time ever doing practice questions, dude. Like, honestly, look at that streak right here. And then, some streaks are bad, but some streaks are good. Good morning, guys. I am about to hop onto a Zoom call. We are starting our next semester of Foundations of Clinical Practice, which is the doctoring class. And so I think today we're going to be talking about doing a respiratory exam, which is going to be difficult because we're doing all this over Zoom. And that's one of those exams that's like a lot better in person when you can actually hear the breath sounds and everything. So I don't really know exactly how they're going to do it, but I guess we'll see. All right, so class is actually already over. It was more of a chance to kind of go through the schedule for the semester and look at where our standardized patients are going to be, what kind of standardized patients we're going to see, and some of the assignments that we have coming up. And so that was kind of nice to kind of just reconvene with the classmates and kind of talk. But now I have an assignment that I have to do for that class, and then at 1 o'clock I have PBL where I have to give my presentation on ectopic pregnancies, which I worked on yesterday, but I think I kind of want to go in and make it look a little bit nicer before I have to give it today. But I also have a bunch of Anki that I have to do, so I'm gonna get started and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Look how comfy Chewy looks. All I want to do is be Chewy. So for anyone who's curious about what an ectopic pregnancy is, it's when you have a pregnancy or a fertilized egg that implants outside of the uterus. So for example, this is a normal pregnancy where the fertilized egg has implanted into the wall of the uterus after traveling through the fallopian tube and entering the uterus. However, this is an ectopic pregnancy where the fertilized egg implanted into the fallopian tube. And this can be dangerous because if the fallopian tube ruptures like this, you could have internal bleeding. So, you want to watch out for signs and symptoms of internal bleeding or ectopic pregnancy, such as the abdominal pain, dizziness or fainting, pain in the shoulder, pain in the lower back, all that kind of stuff. This can be a surgical emergency. Like I said, if your fallopian tube ruptures and you have internal bleeding into the abdomen, that's not good. So you would have to have emergency surgery and, removal of the fallopian tube and kind of drainage of all the blood and everything. But if you catch it early on, you can actually use a drug called methotrexate, which actually stops the cells from dividing. And then, over the course of a few weeks, your body will kind of terminate the pregnancy, kind of get rid of all the cells, and you can still keep the fallopian tube. This is one of the things I like about PBL, that we have to do presentations on a topic every single week because that gives us a good chance to really get familiar with these things. Like, I haven't had to learn ectopic pregnancies yet, and not until we do reproductive, but like the fact that I had to make a presentation on it means that the information is more likely to stick in my head. One of our go-to breakfasts are everything bagels with cream cheese and then a bowl of fruit. And then for abs, Cheez-Its.
Normal after the acute episode is over. It's usually due to some type of.
I'm guessing 50% as well. I think that's a good guess. 58%. Yeah, look at this run right here that we had. Pure path. Yeah, we did really good. Like, actually, like last night, what did we get? Like 48? We were up to 58 today. Nice. 10% improvement. Not bad. And for dinner tonight, we are having that salad again with the Guardian chicken alternative that is plant-based. And we're using that Manami sesame dressing. It is super, super yummy. Chewy.
Oh, he knows his name now.
Oh, Chewy. Hi, Bubba.
Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute.
Morning, guys. So it's 8 a.m. I'm running a little bit late for my bioethics class, which I used to have like bioethics and epidemiology on Wednesdays at 8 a.m. and then I had community service right after. But those are now being switched to Fridays. So now it's Friday today and I have bioethics right now and then community service at 10. So I gotta jump into the Zoom call and I'll catch up with you guys later. All right, so it has been a long morning of class. It's been like 4 hours and I'm really tired, but I have to hop on to do these interviews. I'm interviewing more med school applicants for my school, which I think this is like the 4th or 5th time I've done it and I absolutely love doing it. And I've told you guys in the past that I'm the vice president of student ambassadors. So this is kind of like an area in my school that I am participating in a lot. And so again, it's always really fun. And I hope that, all these applicants make it in and I get to be like, future co-students with them. But yeah, I'm gonna hop in this and I'll catch up with you guys after. First off, gotta make sure I don't look too busted. Thank you. All right, so I just got done interviewing some of the applicants. A lot of fun. They were really social. They asked a lot of great questions, and it's always fun kind of getting to share your insight. Again, always reminding you that a year ago you were in their shoes, and look how far I have come now. I am a medical student. But for now, I'm pretty tired, so I think I'm gonna take like a half-hour break, and then my buddy and I are gonna hop on Discord, and as you guys know, we like to do practice questions, so I think our goal for today is 60 practice questions, and then I'll figure out the rest of the day after. I'm thinking 75.
Yeah, I think we have a really good one.
Yeah. All right, you ready? Nice, 75. Okay, come on, let's end on a W. Hey. So it was read index. All right, dude. What do we think? I think we got at least a 75 again. 80%. 79. So yeah. So we basically got a 75, an 80, and a 79 after 4 days of this block. We're already scoring that on these poem questions. I'm not getting ahead of ourselves. I just think we're awesome. Morning, Chewy. Time for some breakfast. We basically had one bagel left, so we split it in half. Got some blueberries, and we have scrambled eggs with spinach. I'm guessing some red pepper flakes are somewhere in there. And then we have that meat patty alternative thing that is vegetarian.
That I burned as well. Look. They don't gotta know.
Oh my gosh, what the heck?
This means they're going to push less air out with each breath, but it's not that there's a problem with the mechanics.
Morning, Bubbas. How was your nap? All right, guys, so it is Saturday night, and Abs has been editing this entire vlog, and she has done an amazing job. And I've been spending the last few hours going through Pathoma, which I'm still not done with, but we're getting there. But like I said, it is Saturday night. It is like 9:30 or something like that, and this vlog needs to be up tomorrow, so I'm gonna end it here. But I want to thank you guys so much for joining me on another week of medical school. Definitely really sad that the break came to an end, and honestly I've been kind of sluggish this week, so hopefully I can pick up some momentum as this block goes on. But I'm feeling pretty good. I've already done a whole question bank, I've finished boards, and I'll update you guys next week on kind of my progress over the weekend. But again, thank you guys so much for joining me this week in medical school. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week.